If you want to design a patio that gives you the absolute best value for money, think less about the patio and more about the way you actually want to use the space. I've heard it 100 times where I've been to somebody's home and they say, oh, I want a patio that's a 16-foot projection and 40 feet wide. And I just go, wow, I mean, that's enormous. What do you want to use it for? And they say, well, I want to have a seating area and an outdoor kitchen. Right. And so in my perspective, most people don't have a really good perspective on like what space actually means. And so it makes a lot of sense to go out into your yard with a couple of tape measures and line it out. Like what projection makes sense? Things to keep in mind. Projection adds cost. No matter what type of system you're building with, a Renaissance system or any other system in the world, the further you project from a host structure or the further the structure projects from its supports, the more expensive the roof structure has to be because that roof is self-supporting. Width has the same component to it. So when you're designing for value, what you want to look at is what is the actual space that I need that I'm going to enjoy on a day-to-day basis. This means what type of furniture do I want out there all the time? What type of outdoor kitchen am I looking for? Do I want just a simple grill setup with a smoker? Am I looking for a really elaborate U-shaped outdoor kitchen with every appliance in the world? What type of furniture do I want? Do I want just a simple dining table and chairs that I can sit at and relax? Or am I looking for an 8-person elaborate dining setup for the holidays? Do you want a separate lounge area inside your patio? All of these things. And then you need to whittle it down to what are the basic requirements. So when you speak with your contractors, that design process can be really elongated and complex, or it can be really simple. And that largely depends on your own understanding of what it is that's the minimum and the maximum that you're looking for. Right. And since budget is a determining factor in every single project, what you want to understand is, can I build the minimum project that's going to suit my needs? And then if there's excess budget left over, what of these extra things would I like to incorporate? Right. And so if you think about it in that process-driven format, you're going to be able to have a really good understanding of what you want prior to meeting with anybody. And that's going to make the process immeasurably easier. The other thing to keep in mind is that size equals cost. And so when you're looking at your patio space, if you have an existing space that you're trying to fill, let's say an existing concrete slab, that makes it a lot easier. But if you just have raw earth, you could really build anything out there. And so when you're talking projection, really efficient projections are 10, 11, 12 feet, because those typically, regardless of which system you're building with, wood or insulated aluminum or anything, those systems can typically be handled by a more or less standard panel type or framing type arrangement. When you get out into your 14, 15, 16, 17 to 20 feet projections, then you're talking about kind of jumping through some structural hoops in order to make that projection work. In terms of widths, you always want to go with even numbers if possible, because odd numbers just mean that you're buying even numbered material and then you're cutting it down. So on a per square foot basis, even numbers are always more cost efficient to build with. And then, of course, you want to consider usability, right? What is going to make this space really enjoyable for me and my family? Do I absolutely need screen walls? Do I absolutely need a privacy wall? Is this absolutely required that I have glass walls? You want to understand all those things when you're going into the design process so that you can design a project A, project B, and project C. Look at the cost of each of those different projects and then decide what's really important to you. And if you do a little bit of homework on the front end, like subscribe to our Instagram feed and our Facebook feed. And we're constantly updating job pictures as they're completed, as our dealers complete those jobs. And so you can get inspiration from the jobs that are being built by other people. The other thing is you should definitely go back through our website and look at all the pictures on the website and say, okay, I really like this. I don't really like that. I would love to see something like this. And if you kind of compile an idea book or a little just list of needs, that's going to make the job of designing your patio immeasurably easier and more efficient. And you're going to end up with a system that you absolutely love in the end.